It's a little video demonstrating auto-completion using in lazyvim using Copilot. It's fairly nice. I'm sort of getting to more or less like it. Okay, so this is some code that looks through, but I'm not going to go through the details, but it makes a list of files. There's thousands of them, and I just want to I want to plot them all, basically. That's what the loop is doing. It's reading Argo data. Now, I want to plot them as CTD data because that's what I'm only interested in that type. And for that, you need to have salinity, temperature, and pressure. So that's what this line is doing. It's checking for that. And if that's not true, you get that message. But I'm finding that some files have NA, like missing longitudes and latitudes. I honestly don't know how that can be, but that's sometimes what it says. And so what that second one in line 8 is doing is it's saying, well, it's going to be finite. And I haven't yet found one that has an NA longitude, but not an NA latitude. So I'm only checking one of them. Okay, now what happens is if it lacks these hydrographic properties, it gets a message. But if it lacks the location property, there is no message. So it just works silently, which is okay. But I'm kind of interested in knowing about weird data, basically. So let me go into insert mode. And you can see that that's an auto completion there. The deep yellow background is an auto completion. These pop-up windows are funny, but the gray thing is sort of showing you what it would look like. And I'll press enter to accept that. And it's written that for me. It's actually made it's made a message, and I need to turn this off. Whenever I type a single curly, it enters a closing curly along with it, like batching. It does the same thing for parentheses. I have to figure out what plugin I have for that because I really don't like it. Because I get this kind of thing a lot, which you can see. Copilot didn't realize that that it was going to do this, but I'll just remove that. So now it's syntactically correct. Now, is it useful? Yes, I think it is useful. It saved me a line of typing. Now, honestly, I probably would have gone down here, copied the line, gone up here and changed it. And I type, reasonably quickly. So not so much the time for me. But I mean, it's kind of interesting that it did realize what it was an else of. And if it had been a more complicated, I mean, I think it's even possible that um, that it's actually summarizing it, like it's saying it in words. And it could have been that if I had a more complicated, I guess I could test it by removing this one, couldn't I? But I'm not going to bother. It could be that it would summarize it nicely. Also, if you don't type well, that could be pretty helpful. And I don't know, if you don't understand code very well, or maybe if the if block was 5 screens long, actually would be probably pretty useful in that 5 screens long case. Although what I would do naturally is I go here and type percent, and it pops back, and it would have popped. You see, it's popping back and forth. It would have popped back even if it was 30 screenfuls above, so I could have seen when it was. In the net, though, I think it's good. I'm getting to like Copilot. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.